All right. Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. I will probably start this live stream / video with just some updates for the channel, just so you all know where I'm at. So, I'm trying to go live mostly every day, but I wanted to go live today to let you all know that I'm probably not going to be going live tomorrow, actually. Hi! I'm seeing the chat just now. Hey, Danny. Hi, Pamela. Oh, I'm doing all right. I've been really tired as of today and yesterday. How are you all? Hi, Maitri. Oh, wow. I'm glad that I guess I went live at a good time. Whoa, you're all here. Like, good timing. Hi, Stara. Welcome in, everybody. I was just about to do an update and let you all know that I'm actually going to be celebrating Lunar New Year tomorrow. So I'm going to be out and about. So I might not be going live for another day after this. So I might not be here tomorrow, but I should be back the next day. 10 a.m. for you over there. Nice. Yeah, it's 12 a.m. over here, so it's midnight. So I'm probably not going to be up too long. So yeah, just wanted to let you all know that, yeah, I'll be out tomorrow, but I should be back the day after. Yeah, it is the year of the rabbit. Oh, cool. Nice. Maitri, you celebrate too? Yeah. Yeah, I'll be celebrating, and for us it's called Tet. Thank you. Yeah, it'll be fun. It's gonna be a good time. Oh, hi LA. I'm not sure. Is the notification bell on? But hello. Thank you, Stara. Yeah, I might pin that message. Nice. But yeah, Tet isn't for another couple days, but the people I'm celebrating with to have time, we're actually celebrating just a couple days early. I think it has to do with like everyone's like schedules and things like that. Yeah, Pamela, go ahead and drop your question. In LA, did you end up hearing from any of those 3 people? And how did things go? Did anyone give you good news? Current update on Yulia's situation with her parents. 10 of Cups flew out. So this might be for Pamela. So yeah, let me know what your question is, Pamela. No good news. It's okay. It'll happen. Yeah, Maitri, yeah, go ahead and drop a question as well. Thank you. Thanks. Thanks. All right. Alrighty, let's see. So, Danny, are you updating me, or is that what you want? You're reading on, basically? Hi, Hershey. Welcome in. Yeah, absolutely. So, Pamela, can I trust Emma? Nothing romantic, by the way. Gotcha. So, yeah, 10 of Cups is what comes through. If I were to guess, I'd say you can trust Emma. That this is like a trustworthy connection. If it feels mutual and that you both really have like the same feelings for one another, I would say that you can. Can Pamela trust Emma? You're welcome. And I'll pull one more card. 6 of Cups. It's like the same. 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups. I feel like you feel a very familial bond with Emma. So perhaps you're a really, really strong connection in this lifetime. And I'd say like working on communication with each other and opening up about your feelings with each other just to like maintain like a healthy connection could be really good. So I hope that all works out, whatever that situation's about. Alrighty, and then an update for Danny. Oh yeah, and let me select the message. Update on my lover Yulia's situation with her parents. 5 of Wands, so it looks like there may still be a lot of conflict there. And the Knight of Swords, but I do think Yulia has the skills and is building up the momentum to move out and to figure out that situation or how to resolve the conflict there. The 4 of Pentacles, I do think it's about figuring out how to sustain where she's at. That's my guess. The Ace of Wands for the time being, but like I do think it's now become like an idea and a manifestation in the process to get out of that situation completely. So I do think she's still there, probably. And I do think like despite the conflict that she's like remaining like strong and also has the means to figure a way out somehow. That's what I'm getting. So that's the update that I have for the situation. You're welcome. And then later on, before I head out, I can always do extended readings. Thank you, Danny. Alrighty, let's see. My tree. Any general message for my life unfolding, like something I really need to know, because honestly, I feel stuck and confused thanks to my physical situation. If I remember right, I think you are in like a living situation where you pretty much need to move out and get to like a better place. Hi, Berneth. Pisces, new friendships. Any general message for your life unfolding? The Ten of Cups. Okay. I think maybe your love life is a message, or the Eight of Wands, or if not, like, it doesn't have to be romantic. It can just be literally your love life, like meeting a really good connection and having true loving support. The Eight of Wands. But anxious on how to come across that person. The Four of Wands. But I think you're both anxious. I think you're both nervous about meeting each other. And the Nine of Wands. But don't give up. And the Four of Cups. I do feel like you might be calling in a very specific connection at this time. And that could be very important for how your life will unfold. Because, yeah, I don't even know how I got to the situation I'm in at now. Like, things just kind of got better somehow. And it had to do with, like, stabilizing connections with certain loved ones and also meeting certain loved ones that I hadn't met before. So I do feel like this is saying that, like, finding some important connections may actually really change things a lot for you. And then the Sun card, I do think things are going to unfold for you actually positively. Black Panther, you do have to kind of just be patient, it seems, and rely on your intuition at this time. And the Raven, and kind of, yeah, I think this is an important time to trust in magic and manifestation and things like that. I don't think this is something like no pentacles comes through. So I feel like you'll actually bring in a lot just like miraculously. So I'm hopeful for your situation to transform for the better. It might feel like a long journey ahead. And that's because life is kind of a long journey. But I do think things will turn out and hopefully it'll feel worth it, is what I think. So that's what I have for a general message on things unfolding. I do think it's going to be a very like magical experience. I don't think it's going to be like practical where people are like, oh, see, you worked hard, you put yourself out there, you got the schooling and the job and then all the stuff. I think it's going to be like circumstances where you just kind of like end up at the right place at the right time and where really, really lucky experiences occur. That's what I think. You're welcome. And that's at least just kind of like how my life has unfolded. Obviously, there's ups and downs to that, but the ups are real. And then everyone here, welcome in. If you would like a reading, go ahead and drop your question. If you want to be prioritized for your reading, or if you just want to donate anyways, I have donation links in the description below. So if anyone would like to donate, just let me know, and I will focus on your reading first. And that's always appreciated. So, yeah. Hershey, I feel confused or feel stuck in time, waiting for Jay to message me. What should I do with our connection? We're in no contact. Messages went late. You're good, Maitri. I understand. Like everything with like technology and streaming, there's always bound to be delays, so you're good. All right. What should I do with our connection? Queen of Pentacles. I think this is like sit with it, let it be. Black hole. And in the meantime, focus on yourself and getting to a better situation. So I think if what a better situation means to you is having contact with a love connection, to me, that would be like being open to meeting new people, trying to connect with others, things like that. Even if it's not for romantic purposes, you still have a right to mingle with people and try to meet new connections, you know? Because for myself, for example, sometimes I was like, I'm really, really strongly connected with one individual. I can't move on from this one individual, but this one individual either has blocked me or is not communicating or whatever. So I would meet new people. And for example, if things start moving faster, I'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry. Turns out I actually have still not been able to move on from this other person. And people either understand or they don't understand. Eventually, there was someone who did understand, or at least tried to. And as we kept connecting and spending time together, our feelings grew really strongly. And while it made the relationship really confusing because I was still deeply connected to this one other person who I was in no contact with, over time, I pretty much just kind of was able to accept that connection for what it was. And I did end up meeting someone new and ending up in a long-term relationship with someone who was actually ready to put in the effort in the present moment instead of in the unforeseeable future. So that's what I'm getting as my advice to you. If this is like someone that like won't communicate or talk to you, that you have no idea when or if they'll respond, things like that. Page of Cups. And then this card specific says message of peace, hope, and optimism. So this is saying as some advice is to be hopeful about your situation as well and optimistic, and to accept the situation as with as much peace as you can. But also you don't have to force feeling at peace with the situation. Sometimes we just do not feel that about a situation, and that's okay. But hopefully over time we can. So I hope that all made sense. I say like it's okay to put the connection on hold then. If this person's put you on hold, perhaps reciprocate, put the connection on hold, move forward. And if Jay ends up regretting that later, you know, that's on them. So he won't message me. My anxiety is always up when I'm with him, but I just can't let go of the connection. So it does, thank you. Yeah. You're welcome. And yeah, like you deserve someone that makes you feel at peace. Like you can relax and have a good time and feel joyful. So yeah, I think just giving yourself permission to be like, hey, even if I'm not really over a connection or if I don't know how to ever let go of a certain connection, that doesn't mean that I don't have a right to try meeting different people. Because a lot of like growing throughout time, a lot of what people told me when I was stuck on connections was like, you know, don't you think you should move on? Or it's time to let this go, don't you think? It's like, okay, but what about the people who like, we don't know how we can do that, but we do like want to find someone or feel better. It would probably be more beneficial to start telling people that it's okay to feel what you feel and that it's actually okay to have more feelings than just like for just one person. Like I feel like in a lot of society, it's like you're supposed to only have feelings for one individual. But I just think as a human experience that that's just not possible. Like, you're allowed to have feelings for more than one person. You're allowed to be confused and unsure, um, and just like trying to figure life out. And I just feel like hearing that helps people, because a big thing that stopped me when it came to my love life was feeling like if I'm not over one person, I'm not allowed to give other people a chance because I could be, oops, leading them on. I just think like everyone is figuring stuff out, and that's way too much pressure on yourself um, to live like that. Or it was on myself anyway. So, yeah, that's what I've got for you as just some like messages about your situation. It's so confusing. Yeah, healing is a process. And I feel like we never fully heal from any losses in life. Like, it's okay to like always be processing connections from the past. True loved ones aren't going to hold that against you. All right, let's see. Ritwick, hello. So I'm going to do LA's reading, and then after that, Ritwick, Manchanda, 457. I'll take a look at your question as well. When Kathleen moved school, was she still talking shit about me and starting drama for me? I was always confused about the shift amongst my peers. Very interesting. I do get this Saturn card at the back of the deck. So basically, was this person starting drama for you? There's a shift among your peers. So is it like this person moved schools and then you noticed people started treating you differently? I'll pull a card on this. Yes or no? Wormhole, serendipity, shortcut, secret link. I'm just getting like this person has no power over you or your life. And continuing what I said about like real loved ones or healthy loved ones, I guess. I don't know. But the real ones, true homies, they wouldn't be swayed by other people's words and gossip. They would still connect with you and like or if they were swayed, they would still give things time and like see what happens next, if that makes sense. The Knight of Cups. So I'm just getting like peers who are really good for you are going to look out for one another and build healthy relationships. So I found almost anyone who indulged in gossip about me, no matter how much they treated me better years later, I just could not open myself up to those peers anymore. And they pretty much don't have space in my life. And sometimes I try to make space for them for some reason, just because nostalgia, I guess. But yeah, you just end up meeting people who are just way nicer, where everyone can just, be kind to one another, or at least work on problems in an honest and open way. But let's see, was she still starting drama for you? Two of Pentacles. Hey, Jaleesa. Hi. And the Moon card. I keep getting cards one after another, even though you asked me about Kathleen, of like cards kind of like of working together, a bit of a romance, a bit of like a, uh, kinship type of a thing. So were you and Kathleen close? Page of Cups, acknowledgement, devotion, and modesty. Because I keep getting someone that is talking positively about you. And the Nine of Wands. The Six of Swords. This could be that you had some genuinely good times together. Aww. Yeah, I've missed you and everyone on the channel, so I'm hoping that I can finally be back and consistent. And Jaleesa, I threw an update earlier in this live stream, just letting everyone know that I will be out and about the upcoming day. So I'm not going to be live tomorrow, but I should be back the day after. Hi, Steph. Hi, Demonica, Tarot. Bully me, and people that she knew and spoke to after she moved schools, they started being super rude to me. People that she knew and spoke to after she moved schools, they started being super rude to me. I do not know. But what I do know is when I tried pulling cards on this situation, it just keeps tuning in to peace and to just like really good energy. And so if that's not her energy, then this is definitely your energy. Two of Wands. And there's a lot of like duality going on. This is like bringing in a connection. Okay. Then my guess is that maybe she was a catalyst, and from the energy, perhaps these things worked out in such a way that pushed you away from that crowd and pushed you actually towards a new crowd of loved ones. My phone just notified me. Oh, Jaleesa, thank you so much. I received a donation, so I'm going to be doing Jaleesa's reading next, and I will continue on with the free readings after that. Hi, Maria. That means a lot to me. Yay, you're so sweet. I kind of remember that. Oh my gosh. Wow. Want to hear some Romanian? Sure. So yeah, I hope that helped, LA. That was causing drama for me because I snitched. Yeah, I feel like at this point, like, you need a friend. I am a friend, but I mean like I'm gonna need the deets. Like, what is all of this? Like, who is Marco? And like, because yeah, energetically, I just keep getting that like this situation pushed you towards something better. So even though maybe people start being rude to you, you probably shifted away from those people then. If these people were capable of doing that, they weren't that kind hearted to begin with, towards the connection with you. So I feel like whatever this is all about is about bringing you towards the right crowd for you and the right energy of actual supportive peers, and connections. Since you haven't had friends since, all friendship PTSD sucks. I don't have a crowd. You've got us at least. You've got a crowd. I I can at least relate to some extent. I don't go outside. I don't feel comfortable or safe in the public, actually. I feel like a lot of people don't get that 100% about me because I may seem quite bubbly and social here on YouTube, but in real life, in my day to day, I don't interact with anyone except for the people I live with. And like, yeah, I've had a lot of heartbreaks and betrayals when it comes to friendships, and I have so much anxiety and social anxiety that I don't go into stores mostly. I almost never do. Like, and rarely, if I'm feeling really, really good, I'll go in there with like some loved ones because they want like me to go have an experience with them. And I do it mostly for the people that I'm with, not for myself. Um, so I can relate. Ritwick's the same here. Oh, yeah. I feel like a lot of us can relate to social anxiety. Um, yeah, and empath. And I just love your guys' energy. Jaleesa, I love your energy. Steph, same. Yeah. I saw a post from somewhere that, like, yeah, no, if you feel like if it's like very detrimental to your well-being to like put yourself in certain social situations, like yeah, people in your life should be more understanding of that. But I definitely, it's not just everywhere of a thing. It's the location matters. Um, so while I grew up here, being Asian, times that I've actually traveled, been fortunate enough or been like lucky to travel to Asia, I ended up realizing on my journey that I actually feel way better when I'm not uh, in a space where people like me or people who look like me are like a minority or constantly being oppressed. Because when I went to Asia, I was like, I feel actually so much more comfortable here. Like, I liked being outside and being around people was fine. A lot of the social anxiety just went away. So, yeah, location makes a big difference. For my ex, and I'm like, I don't feel connected with anyone right now, so I just stay at home. Yeah, friendship betrayals sometimes hit the hardest. Yeah, location, like, you know, like a big thing. I'm like, what if it's literally location? Like growing up, I was like, what if the reason I'm not able to thrive is just purely location and circumstantial? What if it's not me? What if it is the circumstances working against me? And yeah, as I grew and continued onward, it just, yeah, that became more and more clear to me. Um, so yeah, I'm hopeful we can all get to a better place for ourselves. You never know who you might grow into as well. Oh, I'll try and say that. Is it SD Minunat? I'm thinking I want how to approach a friend without them thinking I want something romantic. That's a tough question. Oh wait, I just can't wait to be in another friendship again. I feel like I have friendship crushes more than romantic ones. I always find myself thinking, OMG, me and her would be such good friends, but I don't know. Wow. I feel that vibe. Like you should be able to have friendships, and like friendship crushes are definitely a thing. Yeah. But how to approach a friend without them thinking you want something romantic? I think that's going to have to do with the person as well as trust, because I've been someone who's been very open and clear about people that I've made friends with, and I'm like, hey, so I have strong feelings. To me, my romantic feelings and my like friendship feelings are like the same. I'm like, growing up, I learned over time, I was like, I think I'm just in love with this world for some reason, or like with people that I think are cool. And I would meet people and I'm like, yeah, I have these really strong feelings, but more than anything, I really just want to be friends. And they're like, oh, hey, I don't like you like that. I hope that's okay. And I'm like, yeah, I just said it's totally fine. I'm just letting you know I have really strong feelings. And they're like, oh, but like if we meet up, we can't do anything. I hope you know that. And I'm like, yes, I just said that's totally fine. And I learned over time that those people actually have really bottled up, suppressed feelings for me, because nothing else made sense after a while. I was like, okay, I think these people have some real feelings, but it's suppressed and they have no way of expressing it to me. And so they spin it onto you. So, to like how to approach a friend without them thinking you want something romantic, if you know that you're genuinely just trying to be friends and they keep thinking that you're trying to say that you want something romantic, no matter how many times you've explicitly told them that you're just looking for a friend, I don't think you're doing anything wrong with your approach. That's, yeah, so those are my thoughts. In my experience anyway. But I've also like learned to like take it slower with expressing my feelings and coming up with new ways to communicate what I mean. So yeah, I'm gonna look at, and hi Denise. Oh no, the job. Yeah, I remember you had like was it for firefighting? That part might not be right. But I think you had an interview and you prepared, I think, over weeks. I really felt like you were gonna get it. Hi, Annabella. Welcome in, everybody. So currently, I'm doing a donation reading. So if you want to get prioritized and go next, you can donate. I have links in the description below. Otherwise, if you're all willing to sit tight, I will try and get to as many readings as I can. Dang. All right, so I'm going to focus in on Jaleesa. So B tried to call me and he's still blocked, but I am curious to know what he wants to say to me. Can you please tell me? So I'm trying to remember your situation, or if you gave me any context on this person before. I'm getting a little mixed up because I think someone got a reading from me with someone with the initial B, who I think was Brian, but that might not be this situation. Hi, Irvi. Amal, hello, welcome in. Alrighty, so I will try my best. So Jaleesa, B tried to call me and he's still blocked, but I'm curious to know what he wants to say to me. So again, how I interpret the message is going to be very, like, context matters, in terms of like how, like, what is the connection like. But let's see, I've got the Six of Cups and the Devil's card. Okay, so to me, I think it's that like they're obviously still no, not Brian Law. He makes me feel like he doesn't care, so I stopped dealing with him. It's been some time. Yeah, I was getting with the Six of Cups and the Devil's card that he's clearly still connected to you, but it's perhaps not in a very healthy approach. So that this person may have actual feelings towards you, But with the devil's energy, like the chains and all of that, may have a very toxic way about going about love, going about it. It's kind of reminding me of those connections I was talking about when I try to explain to them what my feelings are, and then they respond with reactions, basically. That's kind of what this person's energy is reminding me of. Thank you, Irvi. But I've got the Sun card, watery, intensity, passion, and fearless initiative. I think that means that this person is like, they go for what they want, so to speak. Like, I think B is like not gonna give up trying to contact you. The Hierophant. And I don't think it's like that they have like the most mature energy. But what does he want to say to you? The Frog. I feel like if I were to guess, let me know if this sounds like him. But he might like try and say that like he's changed somehow. I know people do that for some reason. So that's my guess on what he wants to say. That like he's not afraid anymore and that things will be different. And like we can work on this, like let's work. It's like I feel like once you actually set your boundaries and stood up for yourself, suddenly he's changed his tune. But again, I don't know the person, so but that's what I'm picking up on. Yeah, and the butterfly is the card of transformation, of like changing. You know, maybe he really did go through some sort of change or transformation. But that's what I'm getting as to what he maybe wants to say to you. That he's like, he does have some sort of like care, like cares about you. And that he was afraid before, but he's like changing or he's trying to change. Telling me he's going to do better and things like that. I'm so glad that resonates because I'm like, you don't need it. I really want it to be a good reading. So yeah, that's okay. Cool. Hi, Strawberry Rose. I'm doing pretty good. I was really tired the last couple days, so I've been mostly sleeping, feeling fatigued, dehydrated. I've been drinking water and everything though. But yeah, is that he will go back to his ways. I think with the Weasel and Rabbit card, I feel like he probably will still back down at times. He's probably still going to repeat like cycles and like fears. Let's tune into like what is the potential of his energy right now. The Venus card, it's been an ongoing cycle. Potential and the Three of Cups. There seems to be a potential that he could still end up being like in your life someday. Like you might still end up loving each other regardless of what happens in the future. Possibly. The Dark Matter card and the Magician come out together. But I do think a lot of this stuff will repeat itself. So it's kind of like, you know, knowing what you're getting back into, knowing that these things could very well turn out the same, but also knowing that who knows what you might be needing to learn from the connection if you're still feeling very deeply connected to this person. So it's like a personal choice thing. For me, I can't even like, I'd be a hypocrite to say what to do because I've constantly gone back to situations that I knew weren't good for me. And a lot of the times I end up being like, yeah, I just shouldn't have gone back to that. But in the end, I've ended up kind of in a roundabout way wherever I needed to end up. So, yeah. I'll just pull one last advice card for you. The wormhole, serendipity, shortcut, secret link. I say, like, when you're on your own, when you're listening to music, sleeping, getting ready for bed, etc., and where does your heart go? Who do you think of when it comes to romance, love, and things like that? Or when you tune in with your inner child and just like your true wishes, who does it like? Who does it go to? Like, who do you think of? And if it's no one in particular, that's fine too. There's just like kind of like reflect on like where makes you feel like at home. Oh, I just read your last message, like him and the emoji. I think at that point, may as well make a fool of yourself and go for love. I don't know. Like, it could be a mistake, but like, if he's still trying to call you, if he's still trying to make some sort of effort, maybe he's not that like perfect or whatever. Maybe he's made a lot of mistakes. I don't know how irredeemable the mistakes were, but it does say something that he didn't just like disappear and like, yeah, because I've had connections where like once conflict ensues and we split up, they just never talk to me again. Like I never mattered. So at least you matter, and that could be real special. Maybe the relationship wouldn't work out in the end. Maybe it would end up settling down as like a just like that one really like strong connection at that time of your life where you like felt something and like had certain experiences together. He ignores me a lot, leaving me feel like validated. Yeah. See, when I hear that, and then I'm like, okay, I don't know. Angie, hello. I like your profile picture. So yeah, let's get one last card for advice. I got the crow. Yeah, I guess like this is like a card of reflection. This, like the crow, a bit of a message that I read in this book. Yeah. Is that like the crow's story is that like it got so focused on its own shadow, on the synchronicities in life, but it got too focused, and the shadow one day turned on the crow and ate it. But as advice, it's like that curiosity and that focus and attention to detail is still quite important. So I'd say like this is kind of the connection of focus for the time being, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you need to make any different move or let this person back into your space. It just might mean that like you've got to keep reflecting on this connection for some reason. It's possible that this connection, as much as they may have done the wrong things, still might have brought in certain important messages or lessons for you about yourself and about how life should go when it comes to loved ones and how they should treat you. So I do feel like this connection is important for that, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you need to like reach out to this person or anything. So yeah, that's what I've got. And as like final advice, I see the prairie dog, the jaguar, and the mountain lion. There may be a message about needing to take this time to yourself until you can heal and kind of, you know, kind of heal your throat chakra and get to a point where you can speak up about the truth and you stand up for yourself about what's right and integrity, and basically voicing what went down and being able to not get gaslit by someone that their behavior is okay, because it's not okay. It's not okay that someone makes you feel that way regardless of their reasons. Hi, Jora. Yeah, so I don't have any particular list right now. I do prioritize donation readings. So if you donate, I will pretty much get to your reading first. But yeah. I like Maria's message to Denise. That's what I think too. I'm like, all that effort you were putting into like applying, getting a job, like you're gonna get some sort of stable income because I think we all deserve that. Earlier, I was just thinking if I do ever unblock him, it would have to be when you're more clear headed. Yeah. I think taking this time to heal and to like tune into yourself is really, really good. And I do think it would need to be a serious conversation if you were to like talk to him again. I do think with his cards, like the Six of Cups, the Devil's Energy, the Sun card, the Hierophant, like it does seem like he's not just gonna pretend like nothing else happened. I feel like he does have a serious attitude to talking. Yeah. Serious and direct. Nebula. But yeah, I do feel like this person just also thinks about the potential of the connection. And I think B is trying in his own way. And hopefully he really can grow and change and become a better person. Because if the feelings are there, then really he just needs to treat you right. Like, what's he doing? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hope he's trying to talk with more serious energy. I do think like something big is occurring and that like right, he pushes me away to pull me back in. Wow. Yeah. I'm wishing him luck because it's like, wow, he is going to miss out if he doesn't figure this out with you. That's what I think because it's like, you seem so lovely. And dealing with immature people is so frustrating, especially when it's someone that you like fell for or like got really strong feelings about. Melissa Perry, welcome to the channel. But yeah, let me know if that helps with your reading, if that was good. Nothing but kindness. But I think a part of him knows he will lose out too. Definitely. Like, how could he not know is what I think. Because yeah, I'm assuming your profile picture is you and like you're giving like really strong like queen vibes or whatever. Like yeah. I just don't understand how there's so many people out there that can take kindness for granted. Wow, you're so beautiful. I don't know. I just feel like, oh yeah, you're welcome, of course. I'm like, this guy needs to really step it up. Because yeah, I hope things work out. Because for me, it is exhausting when things don't work out and having to meet more people. Over here cheesing. Thanks, Annabella. All right. So now I'm very flustered and I wasn't expecting so many people to be here. So go ahead and just drop a question, whoever. I'm not going to be doing any particular order right now. So, um, yeah, you're welcome, Jaleesa. And thank you for donating. It was very much appreciated. Ah, good night. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, I'm really rooting for you. I really hope love works out for everyone. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. So I saw a message from Annabella. Hi, I think Shania. So I'm going to do a reading for Annabella. I'll do a reading for Denise. And I'm just going to pull a few cards. So any future insight, please, would be greatly appreciated. The Star. Okay, I'm getting get really focused and try to plan ahead at this time. Planning for some stuff that you're going to do might serve you really well at this time, Annabella. The Knight of Pentacles, when it comes to your own business or your own self-sustainability, things like that. This could even be keeping a journal of a gratitude list for yourself, being speaking kindly about yourself, for example. Hi, Dimani. So you did not miss your question. I was doing a donation reading, and since there's just so many people who want reading, I'm basically just gonna do questions at the moment that I am available. If you donate, I'll prioritize your reading and I'll do that one in that moment. So let me know if you donate and I can do your reading, or if you want to be patient, I can try and get to your reading. But yeah, then I've got the Sun card. Yeah, speaking positively about your own progress at this time, Annabella, and realizing and thinking about what you've accomplished on your own. Oh, Jaleesa, so sweet. You might already know about Steph's channel, but if you don't, Steph has her own channel as well under Stephith. So yeah, everyone interested in that, you can go check that out. Steph also goes live quite frequently and also gives free readings to people. So if you're curious about that, you can check out her channel. Yeah, and then the Hanged Man for future insight, Annabella. I do think it's reflecting on what you've accomplished so far, what you're good at, reflecting on your limits, what you can do and what you cannot do, what you are able, willing to do and feels reasonable, and what you are not willing to do that does not feel reasonable. So redrawing the lines of boundaries, things like that, personal boundaries, deciding on what fits for a work schedule. Those are all examples, because I'm getting you've probably either needed to take a break recently or needing to take time off for some reason, probably just because the workload was too much. So that might resonate. I hope it does. And I'm just getting taking that time to reevaluate things will be really good. It's really good to be self-sufficient, but also all of life cannot do this all alone. We all need support. A lot going on. Yeah. So that's what I've got for some future insight for you, Annabella. And I hope things feel better. I do think if you've got some good loved ones in your life, or a particular person or partner or a really good friend, someone to talk to, even a therapist, just anyone where you can really communicate one-on-one and be there for each other. That could be really good too. You're welcome. Why it doesn't let you chat? I'm not sure, Melissa, but yeah, I hope that gets sorted out. If in terms of my chat settings, you should be able to chat on here. All right, Denise. Find them kind of toxic. Alrighty, so I'm gonna do this reading. Vincent, thoughts and feelings about me. I got the 7 of Cups. So, okay, I'm getting someone like it's painful to wait to hear on this person. And the Knight of Swords. And that one person is waiting constantly to hear from. And then the other person is like also like very quick to respond. So let me know if that sounds like your situation. It seems very out of balance. The 9 of Swords, lots of thoughts about you. I feel like based off the question, Vincent, thoughts and feelings about you, they have a lot of fears and they are very anxious. You're the waiter, person waiting. Yeah. I think this person might have a lot of guilt then, or fear about taking so long to reply. I think this person is very work oriented and they're not very people oriented. That's my guess. The King of Pentacles. They don't have to be, but they could be like an earth sign. Texted him and he hasn't texted back yet. Hi, Nkita. Wow, I just did a reading about someone else named B. Hey, Jada. Wormhole. Feelings about you. But I think they do have feelings for you. He's a workaholic like you. The Wheel of Fortune. I think it's a fortunate thing. Oh, what? Jada. Thank you. I appreciate the donation. All right, we're going to be doing Jada's reading next. Wow. So yeah, maybe this person is hesitant to reply because they get a lot of anxiety on what they should say. This person also might have a lot of fear about how stable the connection will be. Like, is this, are me and this person going to work out? Is like, if I put more effort, is this person going to end up leaving me? Like, they might have a lot of those fears, perhaps. And like, oh, can I provide? Do I have enough finances to be in a relationship? There's a lot of people who associate relationship with financial security. And if they don't feel financially secure, they feel like they cannot provide or be present in a relationship. I think there's a lot of flaws to that kind of thinking because I think love is love and that relationships, we deserve to have them regardless of our situation or circumstances. But yeah, it's valid to want that stability. We both want stability in a relationship. So yeah, that's what I'm getting as their thoughts and feelings about you. I'll pull one last card, the Three of Cups. I also think like maybe you are both friends already, and maybe you're not in a relationship yet. And so could be worried about losing the friendship if trying to pursue further. But I think like you're already starting to feel invested in the connection, and there's like kind of no return regardless of what choices you both make. The feelings are already there. The Five of Cups. So yeah, it's already kind of like emotional turmoil. 10 of Wands, but I do think like figuring out how to let that go and not worry about it might be helpful, because yeah, if the foundation's not good at the start, it's just going to get rockier after that. I think with how rocky my current relationship already had been over the last couple years, um the few, yeah, uh it definitely would have been harder when we first met, because when we first met it wasn't very there wasn't a good foundation at all, and then we took months apart. I didn't think I was ever going to hear from him again, but he like showed back up into my life and was like at a different spot and wanted to try talking to me again. We had a bit of a better foundation, and even with that better foundation, it's been so rocky. So yeah, I feel like if the foundation is really difficult right now, it might be a good idea to pull away for some time if that's something that you feel you can do. Wow. Because yeah, I do feel like at that point, like it might be like, go with the flow. Like there possibly could be someone more stable in a relationship for you at that point, but it doesn't mean there's anything necessarily wrong with this person, and things could work, but it'll take communication, um, and effort, and uh, open and honest enough feelings. And yeah, from what I've learned about people is like not everyone is at that level of maturity and understanding and willingness. So, yeah, I think that's a good call. Because I feel like last time, you're focused on that interview, and like it really felt like they should have hired you, in my opinion. But I think it's okay. Like, there's always other places. But yeah, I say with the Wheel of Fortune, kind of like take this situation as a good thing. There may be actually something for us to always focus on in ourselves, in our healing, in our growth. But yeah, that's what I get. All right, Jada. So I am going to see if I can pull up your question, or yeah, Jada, let me know what your question is. Let's do your reading. That's how I feel. There were certain jobs where I was really like it was lined up, and then the last second they like canceled the rest of the process and were like, "Oh, we're no longer hiring." And I'm like, "What happened?" Like the job was like lined up and everything. So I feel like that's the universe intervening. Just wanted to know, is a girl who has a braid up at my job bad mouthing me? If so, why? So I'm not sure, but I'll try and tune in. Based off of a random video I watched earlier today, it was actually about someone, about a toxic work environment and people gossiping and trying to get somebody like fired. Not saying that's what your situation is, But I do think that's interesting that I don't watch those videos. It was a random video. It was someone who's just like constantly playing a video game, a racing video game, as they like read questions that people send them on Reddit about advice in life. And this person described their whole work situation. And so like it was just randomly suggested to me earlier today. So I do think that's interesting. So I will do my best to see if I can get a yes or no if this person is doing so. 6 of Wands. This person might just be a very sensitive person. This person might believe the words that they are saying and have like a temper and just feel very fiery. They might think that what they're doing is right, even if what they're doing is wrong. And that might be why. So my guess is that they very well actually might be. Usually when you feel the vibe that someone's talking negatively about you, you're usually not wrong about it. Now, if it's coming from like a place of like inner wounds and stuff, and it's like someone who's been nothing but kind to you, but you have like, you're getting triggered and you feel like someone's not being kind to you, but they are, like, that's a whole different thing. That's something that happens with me all the time. Like, nothing will be happening and then I'll be having like a breakdown. Or I shouldn't say nothing's happening, but like, I think you get what I mean. Like, we all have our own like inner wounds, but when it's like you're feeling pretty much fine, but you can just tell that someone's sort of treating you a certain way that you don't like, you're usually spot on about it. So I would say that that's this situation. I do think you're probably right about this person. The 4 of Cups. This person might be really unsatisfied with work. Maybe that resonates. The Dark Matter card. And that could be you as well, depending on how you feel about work. Like you might feel like you had your heart in it at the beginning, but you might be feeling a pull to go into a new direction when it comes to your work. Let me know if that resonates. And Melissa knew this. How much is an average donation? So I have no particular limit. You can donate any amount that feels comfortable to you, and it's always appreciated. I think if down the road, if I'm like too overwhelmed with readings and working with everybody and trying to connect and trying to do my best, then I would probably change it to like, I'd appreciate like a, like a $10 minimum donation thing or like $5. But currently there's no particular limit. So that's where I'm at. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what the average is. It just varies. It's a rehab tech in the building. So I work for my own company. Whoa. And she works the company of the building. Let me reread that. Sorry. Work as a rehab tech in the building. So I work for my own company. She works the company of the building. Work for a therapy company. Gotcha. That does sound really cool. Okay, then in that case, I'm getting that this is the energy between you and this person. I think you have a clash of personalities. I think that might be the real reason. There might not be something like wrong with this person, but it could just be a clash of personalities. That's my guess. I do think there's always more going on behind the scenes. And that doesn't mean you deserve to be like treated a certain way by this person. but there could be like reasons to it all. You don't even talk to her. So like what is her problem then? I don't understand. I've noticed that a lot of work situations that there's always people working there where they just like gossip or like talk negatively about someone, even especially someone that they never even talked to. In fact, that's actually the video I was watching earlier today. It was like, I bet I could find it if I go to my history. Yeah, person pretends to be victim, tries to get me fired, and then they go into this whole explanation about two particular workers, and they use anonymous names because they're not putting anyone out, like names out there. But it's just like this whole situation where like this person just does their work and then like keeps talking to the manager claiming that this person's not doing their work, and the management is really bad and they believe the gossip and all of these things like that. So I've just noticed that, like, a lot of people tend to relate to work environments where something is just unfair. Don't know if you're just jealous, maybe because I'm a rehab tech, or she just wants to bully somebody. Could very well be both. I think that can connect to like that. If you remember earlier, I was feeling like someone just feels really discontent with their work. If it's like you're working at one building and then this person's working at another building, I think I'm seeing that jealousy thing. Wow. That's what's happening? Whoa. Doesn't do her own job. And I don't understand why in these situations management somehow sides with the person who's clearly not like doing anything. Or that their whole attitude, like there's just like a whole difference in personality and like maturity level and things like that. So I hope that improves for you, because it does sound like you feel very passionately about your work. Like, I missed where did it go? Yeah, like a therapy company. That sounds like really important work as well. I feel like if you connect with like clients or patients or whatever, people who are looking to heal, like that sounds like important work. Oh, thank you, Canso You. Wow, yeah, I appreciate the donations. I'm sorry, I just saw your message, Melissa. You're welcome. Greetings. Hi, Sanchita Trivedi. And thank you for everyone for liking this video. I really appreciate it. You're welcome, Jada. And I'm just going to pull like a final card for you on this situation, maybe about like how this is, where things might go. I get the Seven of Pentacles. I do feel like it's like this situation is going to probably stay a lot like this. I do think it's unfair, but I think over time you're going to manifest just better situations for yourself, hopefully. Like, I feel like no matter how strongly you feel about a certain place, like if the people there end up finding ways to disrespect you or your energy, over time those energies usually sift on out of your life, at whatever cost, even if it's like a painful outcome type of a cost, like transferring, even though that's not really like, that is not how it should go. Like, the person who's being mistreated shouldn't be the one who has to like go and figure something else out. It should be the person that is in the wrong that should be removed from the equation. But yeah, the last card I got about the situation is Seven of Pentacles, and I get the Ace of Pentacles. I do think it's just what this could be about. I don't think this person's going to end up staying there for that much longer, to be honest. But I do think it's still going to feel like a while. No, I'm just going to fight her. Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah. So I do think that will work out eventually. I think it's just going to like take its time. But I love your energy. I think the energies I might have gotten it backwards. I feel like you might be a lot more fierce, and then this person probably kind of likes to hide behind a screen, so to speak. But I think if dealt with real confrontation, like what can they actually do? You're welcome. I'm glad this was a good reading for you. So you let me know what you would like a reading on. Thank you. Oh, I see. Yeah, let me go to Cash App. What is coming in for me, please? Alrighty. Looking to see what's coming in. Yes. I was not expecting this to be such a eventful night. I'm like, what? Thank you to everyone who tuned in. Unfortunately, I will have to head out soon because it's almost 2 a.m. and I will be very busy actually with the upcoming day. So I need to get some rest, and then I won't be able to live stream later today due to my plans, but I will be back after tomorrow to do more readings. Looking to see what's coming in. Woo! Four of Pentacles. I do think in terms of the near future, it looks like more of whatever you're in right now. And then the Moon card. I think there's like a really strong connection, but it might be a lot farther. But don't let that discourage you, I hope. I don't mean to sound discouraging. I just think like in terms of figured it out, you can chat now. I'm glad you figured out the chat, Melissa. The binary, because I think this is about love. I think you might be wondering about love in terms of what's coming in. And then I just pulled this card, Venus, which says beauty, love, relationships. So this could also be like wanting your life to run much more smoothly. I think this is like you're on the right path and you've officially figured certain things out recently on what you can do to kind of like make steps forward at this time on your journey. I do think this is like keep going. With that, it's leading you to really good things. So what's coming in, I do feel like it's a lot of really beautiful experiences that you've been looking for. And it's centered around love. So that's what I'm getting. Yeah. And then like the Four of Pentacles is like, you're probably going to have to keep budgeting and like, you're at a stable place at this time, but it's like, it would feel a whole lot better if it was like thriving instead of surviving, So I do think like you're on that path, and I do think you're going to connect with someone where it'll make the pressure of like getting to that point of thriving, it'll make it feel better because it feels like you'll have more community. That's what I'm getting. So I think it's also difficult when so many of us can relate to feeling like very anxious, having social anxiety, being very shy, or like it's very difficult to meet trustworthy people, things like that. But I do think like it still is happening. I think we still do meet with like certain soul connections that we actually can trust. And when you do, the support that you receive from those people is actually really, really sweet. So this does seem to be about like stuff that you've been looking for. It makes sense when there's the actual opportunity or person there. So let's get like a time period on like the speed of which these manifestations coming in might be coming in at right now. I get the Star card. Okay, so this is something that's like, how I took this card earlier was that it's going to take planning, and the keywords now are say stimulation, interaction, and communication. So I think if you've been putting yourself out there, that's a good sign. Saturn, if you've also been sort of shifting into a new way of life, I think a lot of old energy is going to go on its own. I think right now you need to focus on holding on to the things that matter, because the things that you've been hoping would be released, I think are being shed at this time. So that's what I've got for you. Elaine, hi. And let's get one last card. Can So You. The Nebula card. Yeah, I do think like, yeah, and then the Three of Pentacles. I do think like only so much can happen in a short period of time, and so much is constantly rapidly changing and evolving. So I think what's ahead in the long term is still evolving and changing even now. So I think what's ahead actually has a lot to do with what you plan for, what you envision for your own self, and what your own hopes are. Yeah. Have a good night, Steph. Thank you for tuning in and hanging out, supporting me on this live stream. Yeah. No. Steph and I are just really good friends. We are more like YouTube besties. Definitely not like mother and child. So, yeah, just letting everyone know. Butterfly, transformation. Yeah, I do think you're in a transition. So I guess one other thing of what's coming in, I think you might have been wanting to move, or you just want your daily like routine to be different. And so you're transitioning towards more of what you want your life to look like. Yeah, no. In terms of my mom, I cut that person out of my life long ago. But anyways, yeah, I hope that was a good reading for you. Is it favorable for me to work at print or digital graphic design, or both? All right, let's pull a card on each. Yeah, you're welcome. Print, digital, or both? Wow. Thank you all for liking this video. I don't know, I'm shocked. Yeah. I was really nervous when I was coming back to the channel over the first like week and feeling very like self-conscious and things like that. And I just kept going. So it just really means a lot to me to see this kind of support. Yeah. And yeah, the interactions and everything. This actually really means a lot to me. So everyone who's participated and been here on my live streams, uh, just know that like the energy exchange feels really real to me. I don't know. It does actually kind of spark hope in my day. So yeah, you all I think just know that you mean a lot more than you may realize at times. At times when we feel like hopeless or alone, like just know that like everything changes. Nothing is always permanent. So even feeling alone, like can and will change. And I'm hopeful and truly believe that there will always be a day that your life is suddenly so different for the better than you could have like ever imagined. But anyways, so let's see. Don't know what I'm good at. I'm still practicing. So print or digital graphic design. So let's see what print is about for the energy. I got the Two of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. I'm leaning towards that maybe digital graphic design might be the way to go out of these two, but always use your own discernment, of course. Yeah, maybe you actually end up feeling differently later. Wow. Cut out some of your friends and family. Yeah. Yeah. I think definitely a lot of us like, what? Jada? Thank you. Um, but yeah. Okay, so I'm just you get what I'm saying. But like I think we live in a time where like self-care and deciding like about like no longer putting up with certain cycles of connections. I think this is like the era for that. But yeah. So then I got Judgment and Eight of Cups when it comes to digital graphic design. I feel like there's like difficult internal feelings about all of this line of work. I do feel like you are an artist and that like it's like a sore spot in your heart when it comes to that. Maybe you also growing up were not encouraged or supported in all of your crafts, your skills, your talents, your interests, you know, and that things could have gone like really, really well for these skills and talents had you been in a more supportive home and things like that. So that's what I'm getting here. And then for the both I get Six of Pentacles and Neptune. I think it is about making both work, actually. That is my guess. I feel like you want to experience it all. I think you're very interested in all of the different types of like art, graphic design. I'm not too familiar with all of the terms and everything, but I'm basically kind of feeling like it's probably favorable that you try both because it'll give you more experience and you'll be able to learn firsthand what feels right for you. Firefighter recruit job. Jada, wow, I just did a reading on, I think, someone else earlier who wanted that exact type of job and they had an interview. It felt really positive and I felt like they were going to get it. It turns out they didn't end up getting it, but I will do a reading on that. Was an artist. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. If I were to pick like which one to prioritize first. My guess is digital graphic design, but of course, it is your life, and tarot in the end is for entertainment purposes. But I do find tarot to still be very intriguing and insightful. The Justice card, yeah, I feel like it's what feels right to you is the best call here. But then people tell you as a design. The Knight of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you might feel stronger about the digital graphic design. It just kind of keeps leaning towards that for me, but I could be off. Go with your heart on this. Was an artist, but then people tell me to pursue design. Yeah, I say do what you want to do. If you feel more inclined to be an artist and not these in particular, I think you could pursue these optionally, but don't give up on your dreams. That's what I honestly think. So yeah. All right, I think this is the last reading I'm going to do tonight. And a heart. Oops. 1 second, everybody. All right. Well, the support went a really long way today, so thank you all. It's made a really big difference for me. Thank you for getting readings from me, Jada. Will I get the firefighter recruit job? It's really hard due to the recession. Yeah, things are really bad right now. If we're gonna talk about things going on at the moment in the world, crisis and things. Yes, thank you everybody for the likes. I'm glad that was on point. All right, and I'm just gonna pull from a few other decks for this question as well. Will I get the firefighter recruit job? If so, when will I hear from them? Disbelief. The Moon card. Interesting. Mercury card. I'm getting a similar message. Like you have a really good chance. Like I felt this about the last interview-based question that I got from someone else. But I do think like you have a really good chance. If not with this job, like with another job that you feel similarly about. I do think like I feel like if you are looking for new work, that you are going to end up finding new work, and it's going to be like just like an upgrade, so to speak. Like I'm getting like with the disbelief card, like you'll be in like disbelief by how smoothly things run in the next job. So, and then the Fool card, especially if it's really, really new, it's fire energy. I do feel like there's a good chance that you're getting this job. But let me pull another card on that. Perseverance. I think it's going to take time. I'm not sure it'll be easy to get the job, but I think you could try like really going for it. And like, if you're good at getting jobs, basically, if you're good at being like, whatever the word is, where you're like, it's not the, tenacity is another word. It's like that word where you like really go for it for what you want with confidence, where you're like, like the person that like they show back up and they have no problem going in person, being like, hey, I applied this time ago. I just wanted to like know if like the position is still open, like putting yourself out there. When it first opened up, and it just closed the application Monday, so I'm waiting to hear back. And let me see what today is. The 20th. No. Friday. Okay, so it's been almost a week. Wow. Artistic, but also innovative. But yeah, I can do both. So, advice. Rejection. Pineapple. I am leaning towards that, like, you very well could get the job, but you might have something better in store for you later on. It closed January 16th, 4 days ago. Wow. So why did this pineapple card show up? Lone wolf. Black hole. I see. Maybe you just really need a job where there's a lot more support for you, where you don't have to do everything all by yourself anymore. And that might be the importance to why you applied. Yeah, I really hope you get it. And then the temperance card. I do think like you're getting a job for sure that has a lot more support for you, with like a healthy community, with people who like can work with you, work with your schedule, things like that. Because yeah, I'll show you the cards. I got like this rejection and lone wolf card. That's kind of where I'm getting that from. The like, you're tired of feeling like the lone wolf, you're tired of feeling like singled out. Rishika, hi. Spiritual Awakening 2015. I had like a very strong transformation and experiences of my own in 2018. And yeah, that makes sense that firefighter is a team job. Thanks for the likes. So yeah, I hope you get the job. I'll pull one more card, like yes or no, just going off of that card alone. 7 of Cups. I think it's just in the air right now. I don't think it's like determined. I don't think it's a predetermined thing. So I do think if you put yourself out there and like introduce yourself to maybe the management or to whoever there, like that might kind of like shift it slightly in your favor. But I also don't want to give any advice that may backfire, but I don't think it hurts. I don't think it hurts to like put yourself out there or to like introduce yourself more to like the place that you might be working at. But I think try reaching out to them if you're anxious about them reaching out to you or like waiting to hear back, you know? You're welcome, Jada. And thank you as well. Alrighty. Nice. Yeah, I'm glad that made sense. Yeah, I really believe in that as well. For myself, I was always too anxious to do that, but like I've witnessed certain loved ones when they like go at it at a place and keep showing up. Certain places they really got it. There's this other store in particular, no matter how much they really put themselves out there, it was just not lining up at the place. They didn't do anything wrong, just the timing just went like that. But I think they're happier with the job that they currently have anyways. But yeah. Alrighty. So I'm about to head out pretty soon. I think I'll do just these last few readings. So I'm just going to pull a few cards. Will me and Sriyan's be more than friends, like date soon? His feelings. 5 of Swords. Oh, thank you, Cece. And the High Priestess. I'd say trust your intuition on this situation, but I also feel like how it seems to me is that it might not be stable enough communication when it comes to you and this person. That's just my guess. Obviously, I don't know this person, but this person might not be the most like, there might not be a very strong foundation and there might not be enough open and honest communication two ways, like both ways. You might be quite open and expressive, but this person might be really closed up and maybe even shy or casual. Let's see. 4 of Pentacles. So I think however the situation's been is what it'll be like. So in terms of soon, I think the situation will remain the same. So my guess is that you'll remain friends at this time, but that could always change depending on life. But let's see. What are his feelings for you? I've got the 10 of Wands, the Dark Matter card. I feel like this person didn't look very deeply into what their feelings were. I think whatever feelings that they have, they just kind of like, they might be the type of person that just like doesn't want to go too deep. So they just kind of like let their feelings be and they suppress a lot. But it may seem like they like let things go very easily. So this person might be like a, what people might say like a free spirit. And so this person might not feel strongly tethered or connected to any particular individual. So I hope that resonates. Galaxy, but I do think they have like they do see you as like part of the community and as friends. But this person might have not actually thought that deeply into what their feelings are. So that's what I'm getting. But I do think like things over time could change. Wow. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm glad that resonates. Alrighty. Good night, Stara. Oh, thank you, Melissa. It was nice meeting you too. And if any of you want to drop questions real quick, feel free to. Hi, Jora. So unfortunately, I'm just about to head out. So some people who've been here for a while. I'm probably going to answer their questions, but I think I'm officially closing the list. Yeah, so hopefully you can tune back in next time and get a free reading. If you want to donate, of course, I think I'm always down to do like a prioritized reading and stay a little bit longer. But if you want to wait and get a free reading, I should be back in a couple days. Get any job by this year. I do, Elaine. I do think so. Like, I think also how we feel about work is also a mindset. Like, I've been wondering that for myself, but I have a really good supportive person in my life that constantly reminds me whenever I express looking for a real job that they already respect my life and believe that my life is a job and that I am currently like doing a job. So it'll also depend on your mindset. I think the fact that you're an artist, doing your art counts as work. And living your life counts as work. But I get what you're saying too, like a stable income type of a thing. And I still think you can do that. So my guess is that I think you might this year. So Cosmo, when will Ahmed and my communication happen? Amara, Libra, he's a Cancer. So when will communication happen? 5 of Pentacles. I think there's no telling when. I think it's like there's just going to be kind of a lot of delay, to be honest. The Devil's energy. I think they are connected to you. I don't think this person's forgotten about you, but that they just like are not maybe at a good place when it comes to dealing with their emotions and dealing with the connections in their life. So I'm not sure when communication might happen, but I do think things could always change and that you might actually hear from this person at a random time, but I don't see a particular time on it. Their current feelings towards you is the 10 of Cups, though. I do think they are honest about that they like you or that they love you, that you've got mutual feelings of sorts. If they've expressed that to you at some point, I think whatever feelings they've expressed for you is basically how they currently feel. I do feel like Cancer sign is helpful for me to know that because it's like typically a Cancer sign, like however they feel about a person sort of remains very constant, like a consistent feeling, like whatever happens later, that they always kind of feel how they do about a connection. The 2 of Cups. So yeah, you might have a really special connection with this person emotionally. But something caused the separation for a reason. And I think it was that the connection was not bringing out the best in each other for whatever reason. And this person might have needed more time to themselves. 9 of Cups. But I do think this person is hopeful that things could work out someday. And I think they've expressed that to you, I hope. So yeah, I feel like communication may happen, but I don't see a particular time frame. Hi, Neelam. I'm doing good. I'm actually just getting ready to head out since I have some important stuff going on later. So I need to sleep since it's just about 2 a.m. Jessica Mendez, hello. Cece, my name is Cindy, born June 9th, 1994. Would like to know feelings of Wagner, February 6th, 1993. Yeah, I'd say I am happy. My feelings fluctuate, but I'm pretty amazed by the way life has turned out in the long run. There are so many different possibilities of what could have happened by this point. So it's quite a miracle, to be honest. So I feel very blessed. So unfortunately, I'm actually about to head out, Nilam. So I will be back in a couple days to do more live readings. Yes, it is the new year. I'm excited for new opportunities to come our way. What are the feelings of Wagner for you? Queen of Wands. I think this person respects you, actually. They should. I do think they have like a level of respect for you and feel some sort of like familiarity. What? I'm a Pisces. And the Four of Cups. I think they feel inspired by you and they're encouraged to try and get to a better place in their life. So if this person's gone through a lot, I feel like you're someone who's helped, like, encouraged them to not give up. Whoa. I love Libra, honestly. Queen of Swords. So I think this person more is like respects you and feels like an ally. I'm not sure what, like, if their feelings go like deeply romantic, but this person does seem to like be a genuine person and might be like a real friend. Yeah. So that's what I'm getting as their feelings for you. The Sun card and the Three of Wands with the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, I think like maybe you've only met kind of, I don't know about recently, you might have known each other for a little while now, but I do think it's like you're just still like you still don't know a whole ton about each other. I'm actually talking about an Aquarius, and then the person who's getting the reading, I believe, is a Gemini. So all air energy. So basically like Libra. Just like air signs. My boyfriend is a Libra, actually. And thank you all for the likes. So yeah, Cindy, I hope that reading made sense. Yeah, it looks like my internet is cutting out a little bit, but I think that's it for tonight. Whoa, your ex was a Pisces? And like Libra. Whoa. Oh. I'm like, what happened? I'm just kidding. I'll stay out of it. You're welcome. But yeah, I love Pisces, to be honest. It's good to, practice self-love. Jessica Mendez. Yeah, and everyone who's new here, thank you for being here. Yeah. And I'll just pull collective energy for everyone. So this is just for everyone here. Since I wasn't able to do a reading for everybody, and yet so many people still liked this video anyways, that I think that positive energy goes a long way. So let's see, like, what is the collective energy right now, and what's gonna be manifesting by the end of the month for everyone? So Six of Pentacles, yeah, we're all making steps And I think things are shifting, and it may be shifting very slowly, but eventually we're going to see really big, financially lucrative results. Three of Swords, yeah, currently it may be a struggle. I don't think we're going to see all of the results by the end of January. I think it's still going to be challenging, but it's like we really are getting somewhere. And I think like by the end of the month at least, we're going to be feeling a lot better emotionally, and that we will have quite a lot of security anyways, regardless of whatever things have still yet to fall into place. Because, 10 days for the rest of the month, it's still quite a short amount of time. So I'm getting a lot actually happening over the rest of the month, but, be okay with where you are right now. And I think that's the message for everybody. And my New Year's, the ending on December 31st, it was terrible. But when there were only a few hours left, I started feeling relief because I was like, oh, I was going to say, oh, thank God. Like now, whatever I was worried about that I can't get done before the year is over, I don't have a choice. The year will just be over and I'll have that reset button and I can just feel that the year has reset no matter what. Thank you, Rishika. I That's sweet of you. So yeah, my New Year's at first wasn't very great, but once it was approaching midnight, I was feeling I was like, I'm just not gonna worry about it, and then I felt better. And then it got better, and then my New Year's was pretty fun. Like some loved ones came over. We started watching this movie. It was a really good movie. If anyone knows, it's a movie called Knives Out. It's like a murder mystery series. It was really good. I am not single. Yeah, I'll go ahead and answer. Why not? I'm 25? Yeah, I'm 20. Wait, yeah, I'm 25. And yeah, I am not single. Yeah, 2022. I'm not gonna lie, that sucked. It got better for me in the second half of it, but it was all a struggle during the second half. It needed to happen. I got to a much better place for myself, but so much happened with my physical health and just my mental, emotional, just all of it was very, very draining. But I am appreciative that I'm at where I'm at now because I have a lot more hope for my future here at this new place than where I was before. Thank you, Jessica. It's very misleading. I may seem happy-go-lucky, but I have a lot that I always go through emotionally. Ups and downs. I've got my moments where I'm quite happy, but I have a lot of moments where I can feel very hopeless and not feel this way. You probably can relate as a Pisces. I feel like Pisces people tend to be like, yeah, you look like you're so nice and that you're always optimistic and all these things. I don't even know, but yeah. Thought you're 18, 17. Nah, I'm 25. How old are you then? I'm just curious. Yeah, if you all want to get to know each other, who are you all? You don't have to say how old you are if you don't want to. But yeah. I think yeah, we can just hang out for a little bit. Look like a depressed teenager. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that message, so I'm gonna just leave it. Nice. Feel everyone else's energies plus your own energy. Yeah. Yeah, and then also Pisces is literally the 12th zodiac sign, so the concept goes that we've sort of experienced everything. So we tend to have like a lot figured out about life, but by being here on Earth, there's always still so much that we're going through. Nice. Oh, Rishika, were you the person who said you're a Libra? I don't remember. That might have been someone else. How do I know you're a Libra? I think you said so earlier, I swear. Didn't you? Oh, hi, Irvi. Welcome back. Actually, I'm going to do a reading for Irvi because I was planning on it earlier. For everyone who's here now, I'm closing like the list for free readings at this time. But I do think people who are here that I was going to do readings with earlier, if you kind of like reappear, I'm definitely down to like flip a card. Oh. I don't know, Rishika. I swear I don't know. I don't know how I didn't know you were a Libra. I guess it was a guess. Honestly, someone in the comments like a few minutes ago said that they were a Libra. I thought it was you, but I guess not. Do I vibe like Libras? I don't know. I think so. I think there's some like Libra energy. Were you born in like early October, late September? Like the earlier part of Libra? Like the 10th or like sooner? Nice. I'm glad you checked in again because, yeah, I'm still here. I'm actually heading out. I was actually heading out like 20 minutes ago, but I don't know. It's difficult for me to like end like voice calls, live streams, things like that. Oh, okay. You're a Libra moon, Taurus sun, and rising. Gotcha. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, no, I didn't know. So you're a Libra moon then. So I'm really good. Oh, Danny. Thanks. I think it's just because I feel like this is where I can be the most social here on the channel. This is like how I like it because it's just me talking, but also getting to interact with people. Out in person, I mostly have to like listen to people and respond. I mean, I'm responding now, and listening, but I mean, like, I get to have my voice kind of like first and foremost, no matter how many people are talking at what times. Whereas in person, if I try talking, someone could start talking over me and then I have to stop talking. Whereas here, I can like deliver my full thought, at least, or however much I want to, and then like see what the people are saying. So I really like live stream and communicating on here like this. It's hard to break away from people sometimes. Yeah, that's for sure. Like how you know that? I really don't know, Rishika. But you make sense to me. Taurus, Sun, Libra, Moon. I think I think your energy's making sense. Oh, I'm glad, Danny. You're the same way. Yeah, when's your birthday? My birthday's March 9th, by the way. Crescent moon. Hi. Okay. Just a few more minutes. I really should get to sleep. It's almost 2:30. And yeah, I'll be sure. I was asking, I guess anyone, but so like Jessica's a Pisces, so I was curious. Whoa, March 15th. But yeah, no, I love hearing people's birthdays and like knowing their sun signs and stuff. Oh, if any of you are curious, I do actually really like astrology. I'm pretty good at reading like astrology charts, but yeah, Aries or Aquarius, maybe. Those are good guesses. I'm a Pisces. March 9th. I'm a Pisces sun. I have a very unique moon sign. It's like an Aries moon, but I was also born on the new moon. So it's kind of the cusp of Pisces. So it's like technically an Aries moon, but it's pretty much on the cusp. It's like kind of honestly both. It shifted over just right over into Aries, but like, so yeah, if you can visualize that. Happy Lunar New Year, BB Buffet. That's actually what I'm going to be doing later today. I'll be celebrating Tet. November 13th, Scorpio with a Taurus moon. Scorpio and Taurus sometimes combine a lot of the time. Born on a full moon. That makes sense. So you're a Taurus sun, Libra moon. And so it had to have been just before Scorpio then. Like it was shifting over into Scorpio. So you're on the cusp as well. You can do a natal chart giveaway reading for new subscribers if they like and share. I'd probably charge for a natal reading just because it's like if I'm gonna really do a natal chart reading, I can't really just do like brief energy exchange. I have to like look at the whole thing. Oh, anything for this, Leo, before you go to bed? Melissa was also here earlier. So yeah, okay. Is that a good combination? I don't know. I think so. I think full moon is cool. Let's see. The Hierophant. It says Taurus, so that's cool. Melissa, I think you're on the right path. I think like you're meant to be your own leader in life and do what you feel is best. Like I think you're supposed to take charge and kind of like break traditions and do your own thing. I hope that resonates. And the Four of Pentacles, yeah, it really stay true to your own path. And then the High Priestess. And yeah, you're going to have to rely on your intuition because I think you're still trying to figure out how do you continue to be more true to your path and to step off of the path that other people laid out in front of you. And that's always going to be a journey, but I think you're figuring it out. And then the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, and I do think like big things are happening. This card has been really speaking to me lately that like big things are happening in our favor, especially when it comes to stability and finances. A lot of that might be actually transforming over the course of this year. Leos actually are quite independent. I have noticed that. I don't know how. Like my boyfriend is a Leo moon and like he's just able to like have a productive day all on his own. I just don't feel like that. I myself, I'm like my day I might just end up sleeping, watching anime, eating, just like tending to myself, and I'll still feel tired. Yeah. Wow. I'm like, just quit your job tomorrow in tears. Wow. Oh, and Irvi, I'll be live in a couple days, so I'll be back soon. So I should be live. So today is Friday. I should be live Saturday night over the weekend. Oh, thank you, Melissa. Pisces and Leo combination. Yeah, Pisces and Leo also work kind of well together. Oh, LA. It's really just one day, to be honest. But because I'm live streaming at night, like midnight, it might feel like 2 days. Because for me, it's Friday right now, but I'm going to sleep. Then I'll be like celebrating Tet on Friday. Then I'll be back on Saturday. Then I'll be exhausted from being like out and about all of Friday. So it'll probably be Saturday night. Yeah. And then if I'm just too tired or if I have like too many physical health problems going on at once, it might end up being Sunday. But I should be back relatively soon. I've been a lot more consistent, I swear. Thanks. Aries, Sun, and Rising in Pisces. Whoa. Pisces Rising is really good. I like Pisces Rising. Don't burn yourself out. Thank you, Danny. I've been trying real hard to like manage my health. Yeah. Oh. Hey, thank you. Yeah, I will be back. I honestly can't believe how much energy I've brought in. I didn't realize the first week that I was streaming, you were there, LA. Like I felt like okay, like it's me and you, or just like a couple people, and I was like very self-conscious and unsure if very many people really wanted me there. But like now, suddenly there's like people. Oh, thank you, Jessica. It's actually been a minute now. I was taking vitamin D and a few other vitamins and supplements recently, so I need to get back on that. I have chlorella. I feel chlorella helps me a lot, to be honest. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I don't even know how to react. I'm just like, wow, compliments are so nice. You're all so wonderful. Oh, Irvi, thank you. Pisces does not present like a Pisces. Sentimental like one, but charges like an Aries. Yeah, I think yeah, Pisces can be really, really different. That's why all the people, I don't know about that. That's sweet though. What? Facts. You're all so sweet. I know if you guys were here like a week ago, you would have seen it was quite empty. A fan club is brewing. That does seem to happen a lot. I'm not gonna lie. That does occur. Fan club. I've considered stuff like that. I don't know if this is like oversharing, but I've actually thought about stuff like OnlyFans and like things like that. But I'm like, nah. But I have actually considered it. You know, a lot of people actually do end up relying on that kind of thing to sustain themselves and make a living in this world. So I have considered stuff like that. Not gonna lie. I'm over in the US right now. I want to leave, but yeah, this is where I currently am. Oh wow, welcome to the channel, Crescent Moon. Mine too. I'm sorry, I don't remember mine too. You'll have to remind me what we were talking about. Because there's like a 40-second delay between wherever I'm at while I'm speaking to you guys on the chat. And also where I'm speaking is a 40 delay for you guys. So for example, what I'm saying right now, in about 20 to 40 seconds, you're all going to hear this. And then you're going to reply. And then in about 40 seconds, I'll see that reply. Actually, the reply is more instant, but you all get what I'm saying. Could probably post like toe pics and your OnlyFans would really take off. Such a huge shift in a week on YouTube, lol. Before it was just us. Yeah, it really shifted. And you know what? You're probably right. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I have guys who are annoying. Yeah. Everyone new here, welcome in. It's good timing because I was on a hiatus from the channel for like I don't know, like 3 years now. I don't know. It was a while. I felt really bad. I kept trying to like get back to being consistent, and it's only like right now that I've been this consistent. a few other times as well. But I do feel like I'm just in a much better spot. I'm gonna take down this message, by the way, since I had done that reading earlier. I'm getting tired. Probably. Yeah, that's probably true. Can anyone else relate to like you can kind of like keep going and then it's like after you like finally stop for a second and like tune in, you're like, whoa. And then you feel all the like the energy. Alrighty. But yeah, honestly, I probably won't actually make one. I'm too like nervous to do all of like putting myself out there on like an OF account. But when I consider like that I could possibly like bring in some like financial security, I really do think about it. I really do. But I'm like, maybe not. I feel like there's no going back. Like if I like put myself out there like that. And then like I have too many like family type people that know about my YouTube channel where I'd be like, I don't know, that, you know. It's nice to dream. A lot of people are actually doing it, but yeah. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna officially go get some sleep. It is super out there. But yeah, I'm still gonna think about it though. I'm still like things that if you're, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't overshare. Yeah, it's okay. I was gonna like share what all my different paths that I've been considering lately. But yeah. Good night, everybody, and everyone new here. Thank you for stopping by and perhaps joining the channel. If you want to subscribe and hit the notification bell, then you'll see next time I'm live. Oh, Miss King, I have to thank you real quick. Thank you for the donation the other day and getting a reading with me. I checked my Cash App, and it was really sweet. I don't remember why. I mean, yeah, there was like a message. Yeah. Yeah, this is a very, very sweet message. I love the way you light up with gratitude. Thank you. Oh. Good night, Crescent Moon. It was nice meeting you. Yeah, and if any of you ever want to put yourself out there more, introduce yourself to the channel, zodiac signs, like nicknames or names to go by, and so forth, like by all means, you can all like mingle, connect with one another. I love that this is like an outlet for me, but I also, if possible, you're all able to maybe meet each other in or connect with others. Like I'm all about that. So yeah. Yeah, thank you, Irvi. Thanks, Jessica. I'm just gonna assume you're a really sweet person too, just because like Pisces power, so why not? And it's hard to see your profile picture, but I think I really like your profile. It looks like art. I am heading out, Envy. Alrighty. Take care, everybody. And yeah, to everyone who got readings, thank you for participating. And I'm also sorry that I wasn't able to do a reading for everybody. Oh, I'm sorry, Envy. I really gotta get to sleep. But I'll like pull a card. Pessimism. Shadows. I feel like I don't know. the best I can say is that I'm rooting for you, and that whatever hard times might be going on, that just remember nothing is permanent. Things change. So even if something is a really difficult time, difficult times change on their own. So try not to give up and, yeah, reflect. That's what I got, because the cards I got was pessimism and shadows. So those are the messages I feel like saying for some reason. I think we've all been experiencing a lot of like difficulties here on Earth. So I'll try and be there for you the best I can. I'll pull a card on their feelings for you. Know it all and attraction. I think they like the attention, but it might not be the most like mature person. That's just a guess. My guess on this person is that like there's probably some real attraction there, but it might not be the most balanced connection. But I could be wrong about that. To be comfortable for long. We're not allowed to be comfortable for long. Oh yeah, here on Earth. Dude, yeah. Things really need to change here. Like, I think revolution is actually really important. Cause like, yeah, can this world really sustain itself the way things are going? For a long time now, we've all known the answer is no. Like, there's a lot about that. Like, global warming is a very quick, like, one example, and it's a devastating example. And then, like, if we look at the long list, it's like this isn't gonna work. Like, all the pressure of making people like be on edge and have to like fight to survive and all this stuff, when realistically we could come up with actual solutions to so that everyone and everything can actually thrive. It's frustrating, but I also think like whatever happens in this era, at least there are those of us where we are trying to put ourselves first, where we are trying to enjoy our lives to the fullest, the best we can, regardless of the situations going on. And hopefully enough people continue to be like, yeah, actually, yeah, that's what's up. Like, let's not actually conform. Let's be peaceful instead. Let's rest. Let's all hibernate and just chill. Like, well, that's my hopes. Cause yeah. Yeah, I'm still here, Maria. All right. Yo, what am I doing here? Okay. And I just heard that my boyfriend's out there patiently waiting, so I feel bad. And we're gonna have to drive for like an hour, so I'm gonna rest now. Yeah. That's a good point, Jessica. I'm just, I'm gonna pin that. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, that's a good point regarding where everything is at. Like, if we look at the whole, it's like, yeah. If any of you have ever looked at Quora, like the question and answer website, oh, or just, I guess, any social media, yeah. But hey, let's see, I guess. I don't know. Maybe not on a global level, but on an individual level, let's see what happens if we like believe in our own wishes and our own dreams. Cuz I've definitely like this is not anywhere near like an ideal life for myself, but it is pretty miraculous compared to what could have been my future when I was looking ahead when I was like 3-year old, 6-year old, 7, 8, 10, 12, like all of my younger versions, past selves. When looking ahead, I saw nothing but doom and tragedy and loss. And I'm in a way better spot than I could have ever imagined. It is quite miraculous. So, if not on a global level, perhaps on an individual levels, we could get to better, quite miraculous places. And maybe by doing that on our individual scales, we might end up holding a lot more power than we realize in terms of shifting the way that the era goes for the generations to come and blah, blah, blah. But those are just some of my thoughts. Social media will be social media. Yeah. 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 I just feel like showcasing the messages. But yeah. All right. I appreciate your all of your time, everybody. Like the other week or the other day, like a past stream, someone told me that they went onto my live stream over someone else's live stream. I was like, wow, like it's really cool. I like being showcased. Oh, okay, nice. We all had a blackout. What would you do? What would I do? Do you mean like a permanent one or do you mean like right now? I would probably go to sleep because like I have had blackouts. So like, yeah. But like, do you mean like apocalyptic blackout or like, what will happen if the electricity went out and we all had a blackout? What would you do? I think from my understanding of electricity is that that wouldn't happen basically. But if it would, I'd be screwed. I don't know. Like, you know, when people are like, ask about zombie apocalypses and they're like, oh, yeah, I'd be the one to survive. Or like, oh, I'd be the one that like this happens. I'm like, how are all of you so confident about how you're going to do in a zombie apocalypse? Because how I feel is like, oh no, I don't foresee anything going well with that. So I do get quite hopeless when I think about like if a disaster occurs. Um, so it's really quite just like miraculous hopes, like just hopefully I can survive by like luck. Uh, get on the tallest building and stay there. But it's like they're gonna get in there. Like I don't know, just like I don't know. Zombies are scary. Like that whole concept. Yeah. Oh, no, that's understandable. Like regarding zombie apocalypses, that would be fast, would starve and die. I mean, it depends on what actually occurs during said zombie apocalypse, you know? Like, do the zombies just live forever? Like, how does it all like? But I'm just like, whatever the situation, I don't know. I probably wouldn't actually give up because that's terrifying. But I just don't. I don't know. I see myself like I'd wake up one night in the middle of like a raid from the zombies, and then it's just like oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I should be more careful about examples. Yeah. I have a friend that's had a lot of those kinds of nightmares. Can they survive in the cold? You know, at this point, it's all kind of like, I shouldn't even say it's up to the imagination, but like, just don't worry about it. Let's just like not worry about zombies anymore. Don't worry. We'd all be okay. Actually, we'd be the ones to survive, I swear. Yeah, don't worry. I actually have secret superpowers, so if that happened, I would just like use my psychicness to like teleport to us all, and I'd teleport you to safety. Don't worry about it. Hi, hi, Patricia. Welcome in. Yeah, I'll try not to bring up this subject in the future. I'm sorry, everyone. Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome. That's why I haven't activated my powers yet. It's just for in those if those situations occur, you know? So that's yeah, don't even worry about it. Like and if we if you happen to have another nightmare, like you might start like I might connect in one of them. I'll like appear literally like clear the way and then like yeah, everything turns out good. Oh, thank you, Patricia. Imaginations are great. Yeah. Over the years, I realized that I was actually able to access mine better. I was like, I have that. I grew up thinking I didn't have an imagination. That's what I was basically told. But yeah, over the years, I'm like, I've been able to tap more into that. Still have a lot of like inner wounds about all of that, but it's definitely a lot better now. And I've been a lot more like compassionate. I think I've always been as compassionate for myself as I can be. But yeah. If you're okay with a really brief reading, Patricia, go ahead and drop your question. Do I smoke weed? I mean, yeah. Yeah, I do. Oh, thank you for liking. I really do have to head out really soon, though, everybody. Like, nice. Yeah. Yeah, I like to be an advocate when it comes to the whole situation regarding the war on drugs. What will happen if Tinina, her daughter, and me move together? Shared flat, no romance. The Hierophant, I feel like it could actually maybe work. That might work out if you feel like you've got really good synergy among each other. And Ten of Pentacles. I think like if you were committed to it and you all like took it day by day over time, I think things could work out. The Queen of Pentacles, I mean, that's pretty cool. Like we got the Hierophant, and then the element it says at the top of the card is Earth. Then we've got the Ten of Earth, and then we've got the Queen of Earth. So I feel like yeah, Ten of Pentacles is very nice. So those are some good cards about that. Obviously, tarot's entertainment purposes mainly. Of course, it's insightful, and I do believe in like tuning into the energy, but just like disclaimer, like like base your choices off of your own choice making discernment, there we go. And yeah. But overall, these are really positive cards about the questions. So I do think it has a real shot. Just take what resonates. Yeah. Sorry. I see the word resin and then I see my piece over there by the window, or like, yeah, the door window. And I'm like, okay. It's actually been like 2 to 4 days maybe since I've had a hit. But yeah. That just, yeah. I'm glad, Patricia. Yeah. I'm really hoping for the best. And that sounds like some really good synergy there between you, Tanina, and her daughter. Let's pull one more. Uranus, passion, indulgence, sexuality, but with no romance. Regarding the no romance, I feel like saying like, okay, but also like, you know the situation best. The satellite, like, I feel like you might have like an energy about you where you still end up like attracting in like love anyways, like romance, like that might still happen anyway. Maybe not in your living situation, but like I feel like in life you still might call in more like really, really deep like soul connections. Wow. That's very bold. Not knowing the person, but you might just go and do that. A brief of whatever is going on in your life. Yeah. I feel that. I feel like there are people who think like readings tell the future, and I feel like at most they like tell the present and like the situation, and then like the energy can kind of look at trajectories and possibilities, but it's just kind of like to help us reflect. It is happening, the soul connection. Yeah. Wow. Alrighty. Well, everyone, wish me luck. Cause yeah, I'm not sure how early I'll be waking up, but yeah, hopefully I have good energy levels for the day. um, you're welcome, Patricia. And Jessica, I hope we can do a reading later on if you want to get a reading as well. Yeah, do that. That's so strange. The chat on my restream disappeared, but there's still chat on my YouTube video. Alrighty. Have a good night, everyone. And it was really cool meeting new people again and connecting. All right, I'm gonna go. And yeah, I'm probably gonna take a celebratory hit of weed for I don't know, another successful live stream and everything. Okay, I'll go to bed. Okay, thanks. Alrighty, good night. I'll talk to you all later. Take care.